In old age, never share these 8 things with anyone. As we grow older, life teaches us many lessons about relationships, trust, and inner peace. One of the most important truths is that certain aspects of our life are too delicate to share freely. Oversharing can lead to unnecessary stress, misunderstanding, or loss of dignity. Wisdom in old age comes from knowing what to keep private, protecting your peace, and nurturing your inner happiness. I once met a retired gentleman who had been extremely generous with his thoughts and feelings throughout life. In his later years, he realized that sharing every worry, financial detail, or personal fear often created tension with his children and friends. By learning to keep certain things private, he found calmness and harmony in his life. Some matters are meant to stay within your heart, untouched by others' opinions. There are 8 personal matters that GAUR GOPAL DAs often emphasizes should remain private: financial details, personal health struggles, family conflicts, regrets of the past, fears and insecurities, spiritual practices, intimate relationship matters, and personal disappointments. Sharing these can invite judgment, misunderstanding, or even exploitation. In old age, your time and energy are precious, and wisely choosing what to share preserves your dignity. Privacy does not mean loneliness. It means discerning who truly needs to know and what will benefit your well-being. By maintaining boundaries, you protect yourself from unnecessary drama and stress. Wisdom is not about hiding from the world, but about choosing how to engage with it. The more we learn to hold something sacred within ourselves, the more peace and contentment we cultivate in our later years. As we grow older, life teaches us the importance of peace over publicity. Many elders make the mistake of sharing every detail of their lives, thinking openness brings connection. Yet oversharing can invite judgment, criticism, or gossip. Preserving personal matters allows dignity to flourish. Inner calm comes when we guard our private life, understanding that not everything needs validation from others. Consider a retired gentleman who constantly shared his financial worries with neighbors and distant relatives. Over time, he noticed tension, unsolicited advice, and even subtle envy. Once he chose to keep his personal finances private, he experienced a sense of relief and calm he hadn't felt for years. Protecting personal matters prevents unnecessary stress and maintains dignity. Preserving privacy also means protecting emotional energy. Old age is a time to enjoy tranquility, not to be dragged into conflicts or debates about one's personal life. Sharing every disappointment or regret can amplify negativity, whereas holding certain matters close fosters peace. Wisdom lies in discerning what information benefits others and what only burdens them. Family relationships benefit when personal matters are shared selectively. Children or relatives need not know every minor worry or regret. By sharing only what is necessary, elders protect both themselves and their loved ones from unnecessary anxiety. Dignity grows when life experiences are treated with respect and discretion. Even simple matters, such as minor health issues or small financial transactions, need not be publicized. Oversharing often attracts unsolicited opinions, causing stress. When we choose silence in these areas, we reduce friction, misunderstandings, and feelings of vulnerability. Preserving private matters nurtures mental and emotional peace. Preservation is also an act of self-respect. By keeping personal achievements, struggles, or small joys private, elders maintain their identity and autonomy. They do not allow external validation or criticism to define their sense of worth. Inner dignity is strengthened when life is not constantly on display for judgment or approval. So, remember, peace and dignity in old age come from mindful discretion. Not everything is meant to be shared, and sometimes the greatest wisdom is to remain silent. Protecting personal matters allows happiness to flourish, free from gossip, criticism, or external interference. Your calm and dignity are treasures worth guarding carefully. Life gives each of us struggles, health challenges, past mistakes, regrets, or fears. Sharing them openly may seem like relief, but often it invites judgment or pity instead of understanding. Certain experiences are sacred and meant to be held quietly. In old age, keeping struggles private protects inner peace and allows dignity to remain intact. Consider a retired woman who had suffered personal losses early in life. She shared every detail with friends, expecting empathy, but instead faced unsolicited advice and comparisons. Over time, she realized that some struggles are meant to remain personal, guiding her growth quietly. By embracing privacy, she felt lighter and more at peace. Holding experiences privately does not mean isolation. It means creating an internal sanctuary for reflection and healing. Journaling, meditation, or silent contemplation allows elders to process life's challenges without outside interference. This internal space strengthens emotional resilience and helps maintain mental clarity. Not every problem needs discussion. Sharing every fear or regret can sometimes burden others, creating tension or guilt. A grandfather battling minor health issues noticed that constant discussion with family caused worry. By addressing necessary matters selectively and keeping other struggles private, he maintained harmony and avoided unnecessary anxiety for himself and others. Private struggles can also deepen self-awareness. When we face hardships internally without seeking constant validation, we learn to observe, reflect, and grow. A retired professional facing career disappointments used quiet reflection to analyze lessons learned rather than seeking external sympathy. Over time, this cultivated maturity, wisdom, and contentment. Privacy also preserves dignity in relationships. Oversharing personal hardships may shift attention from meaningful connections to sympathy or debate. By keeping experiences private, elders can focus on nurturing love, joy, and understanding rather than dwelling on past mistakes or fears. This strengthens family bonds and promotes respect. So remember, some struggles and experiences are meant for your inner growth, not public discussion. Holding them privately nurtures strength, wisdom, and peace. Life's challenges, faced with discretion, become teachers rather than burdens. In old age, maintaining this privacy is a path to dignity, contentment, and unshakable inner happiness. One of the greatest lessons of old age is that peace in relationships requires boundary. Sharing every thought or worry with family or friends can unintentionally create tension or misunderstanding. By setting clear limits on what we reveal, elders protect harmony, ensuring that connections remain loving, respectful, and stress-free. Consider a retired gentleman who habitually discussed every minor family disagreement with friends. While he thought this was harmless, it created friction and gossip, straining relationships. When he learned to keep certain matters private and only shared essential concerns, harmony returned. Boundaries became the secret to peaceful interactions. Boundaries also prevent emotional exhaustion. Elders often carry wisdom and empathy, but constant engagement with others' opinions or unsolicited advice can drain energy. Protecting private thoughts and experiences allows space for rest, reflection, and contentment, which in turn strengthens the quality of relationships. Even small matters benefit from clear limits. Health updates, financial details, or minor grievances need not be broadcasted. By choosing what to share and what to withhold, elders avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary conflict. Boundaries act like gentle fences that protect relationships while allowing love and connection to flourish. Setting boundaries teaches respect and mutual understanding. When family or friends recognize that certain personal matters are off limits, they approach interactions with greater sensitivity. This fosters trust and strengthens bonds, making communication more meaningful and less prone to misinterpretation or emotional turbulence. Boundaries also empower elders with dignity and autonomy. By deciding what to disclose, they control the narrative of their own lives. A grandmother, for example, shared advice and stories with her grandchildren but kept personal regrets private. Her wisdom was respected and her privacy preserved, resulting in both influence and inner peace. So remember, boundaries are not walls, but protect. 5 measures that preserve harmony. In old age, setting limits on what we share safeguards relationships from conflict, maintains dignity, and ensures peaceful, loving connections. Wise boundaries allow elders to engage fully with others while keeping their inner life calm and secure. True happiness in old age comes from wisdom, the ability to discern what to share and what to keep sacred. Life teaches us that not every thought, feeling, or struggle needs to be revealed. When elders guard certain matters, they preserve peace, maintain dignity, and cultivate joy that comes from within rather than external validation. Consider a retired teacher who carefully chose what to discuss with his children and friends. He shared stories of learning, laughter, and advice, but kept personal fears and regrets private. By exercising this wisdom, he maintained respect, avoided unnecessary tension, and experienced a calm happiness that was independent of others' reactions. Keeping some experiences sacred. Red does not mean isolation. It means protecting emotional energy and nurturing inner peace. Meditation, reflection, or silent journaling are ways to honor private thoughts. This internal discipline allows elders to process life's lessons deeply and cultivate contentment without relying on constant affirmation from the outside world. Wisdom in sharing also strengthens trust in relationships. When family members recognize that an elder communicates thoughtfully, they respect their perspective. Oversharing often invites misinterpretation, but mindful discretion fosters clarity, love, and mutual understanding. Inner happiness flourishes when interactions are guided by prudence. Even joyful or proud moments can be held sacred. Celebrating success silently or within a small circle often amplifies gratitude and satisfaction. A retired engineer who quietly enjoyed his achievements with close family found that inner joy was deeper than public recognition. Wisdom teaches that sacred moments preserve their beauty and meaning. Over time, this practice of discerning what to reveal and what to protect cultivates a calm, resilient mind. Elders become less reactive to gossip, criticism, or social expectations. Inner happiness grows steadily, rooted in wisdom rather than circumstances. Life becomes simpler, relationships more harmonious, and the mind more content. So remember, wisdom in sharing is the gateway to enduring happiness. By thoughtfully choosing what to disclose and what to keep sacred, elders protect peace, maintain dignity, and cultivate joy that cannot be shaken by external events. In old age, the greatest gift is the happiness that comes from living wise. Lie silently and fully.